Assalamu alaikum. In this question, he said two springs are made from the same wire. The word same wire, this phrase, we can understand from this one that it has the same material, the wire from the same material, or we can consider that the small diameter or the wire diameter is the same, okay, for the two springs. So we'll assume this means that it is the wire is from the same material, the two springs, and they have the same wire diameter. So small d for the first one is equal to the d for small d for the second one, and subjected to the same force. So we also will consider that Fa is equal to Fb. Fa is the first spring and B is the second spring. Okay, spring A has a spring index of 2.5, so Ca is equal to 2.5, and spring B has a spring index of 10, so Cb is equal to 10. Which of the following is correct? So we have a multiple choice question. He said direct shear in B is higher than in A. Okay, in B and A, the direct shear force is equal to, or we represent it as V. Okay. And we said that the two forces are the same. When we apply a force on the spring, on a compression force, okay, and we make a section, okay, at any of the wires, the shear force will equal to V. So here, if I apply force here with a magnitude of F, okay, and we made a section, the value here, which is V, is equal also to F. So that is why he also wrote F after he made a section here. So if FA and FB are the same from the question, okay, then both of them will equal to V for the two springs. So the meaning that the sentence that direct shear in B is higher than in A is wrong. Also, the direct shear in A is higher than in B, also wrong, because FA is equal to FB and equal to V. Okay, so the forces are the same. FA is equal to FB. So if you made a section on the wire, so V will equal to FA or FB. So that is why these two answers are wrong. Okay, the second one is the torsion shear in A is higher than in B. Okay, torsion, the letter for torsion is T and is equal to Fd over 2. F is the force and it is the same for both. Okay, so this will not affect the torsion. Also, 2 is a constant. Okay, the difference is in D, right? D is the coil diameter, mean coil diameter from the middle here to the middle in the other end. Okay, that is D. It is different from spring A to spring B because the spring index itself is different. If I increase the spring index C and we assume that the small diameter, the wire diameter is constant, then the coil diameter will increase by increasing the C. So CA will be less than CB, 2.5 is less than 10. That means that CB has a higher value for C, and it will have a higher value also for the mean coil diameter. So DB is also higher than DA because CB is higher than CA. And at the end, this will give us that D torsion in A is less than torsion in B because DB is higher than DA. If I substitute here and say this one is TA and this one is DA, then this will be smaller than TB, which is equal to FDB over 2 because DB is higher than DA. So TA is less than TB. The torsion shear in A is less than in B. So this sentence is also wrong because he said that A is higher, but TA is less than TB. Okay. This one you said it is the same like the first statement. So direct shear in A is higher than in B, also wrong because they are the same. The shear force is the same. Okay. Curvature effect in A is higher than in B. The curvature effect, if you saw the book, there is a section for the curvature effect, okay? And then they represent the curvature correction factor as Kc is equal to this equation, okay? So this equation represents the correction for the curvature effect. So if there is a high curvature effect, that means that you need a higher curvature correction factor to correct this effect. So the spring that needs higher correction factor means it has a higher curvature effect. So if I will calculate the curvature correction factor for both spring A and spring B, the one with the higher value for the correction factor, that means that it has also a higher curvature effect. So if you use this equation and you substitute for KCA and KCB, the value for KCA will be 2.143, and for KCB, for spring B, it will be 1.195. So the correction factor for A is higher than the correction factor for B. Means it has the spring A has a curvature effect higher than B, and this what this sentence say. Curvature effect in A is higher than in B. So this answer, this multiple choice, is correct. Of course, if this one is correct, means that none of the assessment is correct sentence is wrong. So the answer for this question is the curvature effect in A is higher than in B.